everyone. God bless you. I wanted to talk about Married and Young. It's a group that I had discovered right when I started my journey with God. It's on Facebook, and basically for, I believe, 5 days, Monday through Friday, they get into prayer. They talk about praying for your marriage, even for those that are not married. And when I got into it, I was just so heartbroken based off of the past situationships that I had been in. What I thought were relationships that I just wanted. I wanted that relationship so bad that's what I was praying for, and that was the goal for me in that particular setting of the Married and Young. Now, it's not just for people praying for their spouse, but what I found out is it's about praying for you, about claiming your life, about healing yourself. Because honestly, what good are you if you've got all this baggage, if you have past traumas, if you have things that you're still dealing with? How is someone else supposed to come and fix that? How is someone else supposed to make you happy? And that's what kind of delusions were in my mind was, okay, let me do this program and regroup, and then the man that's supposed to be for me will come in my life. Well, I'm on my 3rd year now, and I'm not looking for that man to come in my life. I'm looking out for me. And that's what I got from that. It helped me pray. It helped me look into what was causing me to respond the way I was, causing me to get into these toxic relationships with not just men, but friendships. It helped me understand why I stayed in those situations. It helped me forgive myself for my past. I think we build up so much doubt about ourselves because of what our past was, because of the things that we dealt with, that some were not by our cause and some were. And by that, I mean, I so desperately wanted a family. So desperately wanted a family. I'm going to try not to cry, but it's an emotional thing because I can't help but look back and remember being that 5-6-year-old child, watching her family break apart. I have memories of my parents and my brother and I in the same house. And just no one explained anything. We pack up, we leave, my father and brother behind. I'm supposed to cry about this. This is healing, purging. So I'm going to continue doing this. I really don't care. I need to share this. We pack up and then we move to an apartment with a complete stranger. No one says mommy and daddy's no longer together. No one explains anything. And that, as children, we rely on our parents to protect us. I'm looking for a tissue so I'm not having snot all over this video. Excuse me. A hat's gonna have to do. You improvise. But no one explained that. And then going from having someone always there to now my mom, now I'm being left with this stranger who is a child molester, who is not capable of being a human being, having compassion for a child, and had children of their own, 3 children, 2 girls and a boy. And I look back and I think, wow, how would he feel if this happened to his children, but you're doing this to someone else's? But regardless of the fact, that was what happened to me. That was the breakdown right there. All of that. My family's broken. Now I'm molested. This opens up it plants a negative seed. And growing up, all I want is attention. All I want was to be liked by men, not women, but by men. All I wanted was a family. Ultimately, as I got older, I wanted a family. I got pregnant with my son at 21. I had him at 22. His father had a whole bunch of mess going on. I kept trying to stay with this man, and he was broken just like I was. Just not someone I was supposed to be with, but I kept forgiving this man and staying around this man. That seed was already planted, that what's bad is good, what's bad is okay. I mean, I did speak about what happened to me with the molestation, but nothing happened. That was in my mind, acceptable. That was okay. And so I learned to accept what wasn't acceptable and what wasn't okay. I learned to not have, I had no self-esteem. I was so broken down, and I stayed like that until 3 years ago. And I am 44 years old. God never, ever gives up on us. And I'm so thankful because he can help change your life at any time. But getting back to why I'm sharing this, I got on this Married and Young thinking, okay, so now all that, I didn't even think about this stuff. None of that is important, but it was. And it forced me to address it. Excuse me. It forced me to address it, because how could I ever be any good to anyone else if I'm not good to myself? And so it really broke me down. And then at that point, now there's nobody around, because now I'm learning, cut people out that don't belong, refocus, regroup. This is your time. This is time with yourself, time with God, time to understand who you are, to break the cycle. And I committed to that. And it was hard, because the enemy likes to keep you where you're at, especially when you're down. The enemy does not want to see you coming up out of that. It doesn't work. So you're going to keep having opposition. For me, it was psychological attacks. It was depression. It was anxiety. It was like, or questioning my past, or the doubt, or making me think no one's going to ever want you. Look at you. You're not perfect. I kept thinking, oh, if I'm perfect, if I lose weight, if my body was just right, that I would be enough for somebody. Not realizing that is somebody enough for me? What if I don't change? Am I supposed to conform for somebody else's wants? God placed a heart in me, a loving, nurturing heart. Does that not count? And so I finally started to understand, because God started telling me, I love you. I approve of you. You are valued. You are mine. And it doesn't matter what anybody else has to say about that. It doesn't matter. What I think about you is what matters. And once I started to understand that, and I had to keep telling myself this, I had to keep seeking God, I had to keep praying, I had to keep I had to immerse myself in this relationship. No one can do it for me. I can ask for prayer from many people. I can ask to have a accountability partner, which I did. She went on and got married during this first season. I need to do it for myself. I'm telling you, you have to do it for yourself. You've got to seek God for you. And you've got to do whatever it takes to have him help you break down and heal what's inside of you. You have to no one can do that for you. Because ultimately, you're the one that decides what's going to happen moving forward. Are you going to commit to this journey, or are you going to turn back around and go back to what you just came from? So I'm saying all this to let you know that it started back up, that I'm now in my third season of Married and Young, not even worrying about being married, just wanting to make sure that I'm right with God, that I am making sure that I'm taking care of my heart, my soul, that I am recommitting myself to this relationship. I've never stopped being committed, but there's nothing wrong with being recommitted to him. There's nothing wrong with getting more information. That's all I want. All I want is him. a relationship with him. And I'm telling you right now, if you want it, you can have it. All you have to ask is for him to come in your life and help you, heal you, that you give your life to him, that you want him to save you, help you. He's the only one that can do it. Not your friends, not your family, not some I don't know, things that you've tried before. No, it's just not gonna, sorry. It's not, I'm trying to let you know that God is the only way. He's the only way. And I know it because I've lived it. I've went through it. I'm thankful and I'm grateful, and I cannot turn back. I can't. And I pray that something I said will help you understand that you are not alone, that God can change anything, that he can help you, he can heal you, he will fight for you. I remember wondering, how do I handle these people that are around me that are not for me? And he told me, you don't have to. I will. Take a step back. And he did that. He's handling all that. You don't have to worry about what you're going to say, what you're going to do, because God is already prepared. He's preparing you. He's preparing you. And while he's preparing you to heal and help yourself, he'll take care of everybody else. And that's one thing that I'm so thankful for. I don't have to do anything. God already does that work. He handles it. He knows them better. The other thing that I love is that God loves me for me. He's the only one that can truly deal with me. All my ups and downs, all the things that are inside of me that I deal with, he's the only one that truly knows me and loves me. The only one. And so I'm good with being by myself because I need to know who I am. And I need to share that and tell people about it. My past just came up a week or two ago. Something from actually my children's father's past came up. And I was like, what is this about? What does this have to do with me? Absolutely nothing. I am not my children's father. I am not his past. His past is not mine. I'm not going to take on anybody's mess. I'm not. I'm in a good place. I'm in a good place. I have peace because of God. I'm thankful for him teaching me to forgive and love everybody. And that, I mean, really forgive and love everybody, especially those that have come against me, to love them and pray for them. That is something I would have never, ever, ever have done before if it wasn't for God, because I want the same. I want him to love me and forgive me too. I'm going to do whatever he tells me to do. Being obedient is a big part of this relationship, following his directions. If he's telling you something and you're ignoring it, then don't be surprised when things don't happen the way that you want them to, or he told you that they will. So I'm letting you know that God is for you. He's the only one that can truly, truly, truly love you. Even in your brokenness, can truly love you. He's the one that can help you, that can heal you, that can save you. And I'm trying to break these generational curses in my family from my children. I don't want them to go through any of what I went through. I want to teach them better. And I pray to God every night to please help me be a better mother. Let me know what I need to be telling my children. Check out Married and Young. It's just a gateway into a relationship with God and helping understand yourself. You don't have to. From what I just said, I'm praying that maybe that was enough just to help you understand that you are worthy, you are invaluable, and God loves you. And it doesn't matter what you've been through, what your past is. And it doesn't matter how old you are. He will come through and he will take you by the hand and he will save you. So on that note, I am sending you love.